Welcome back, ladies and gents, to the channel. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. We're on Whitehall in central London today, and this is the second start to today's video. Reason being, the event here today has been covered by me in another video. In other words, that full start, I arrived here, had a chat with everybody that's here. Wonderful, lovely people. If you're interested more in what we just saw, that'll be in the follow-up video. So we're in a slightly different position today to where we normally would have been, and it's a funny thing because the initial start also had a very interesting object in the River Thames. So I will link back to that. I guess it'll be a kind of addendum part 2, a bit like yesterday. But we're almost at horseguards, so I thought, considering that yesterday was only a kind of partial horseguards video because we had glorious rolling thunder, that I would do the same and split up very interesting things that I see from the main video. That way it makes it easier for all you horseguards loving folks to choose the videos you like, and at the same time we can include extraordinary and individual events as we saw back there. Everybody back there is from Sri Lanka, and I will link to that video. It'll be part 2 today when it's posted. What you found today's tourist of the day, this gent. Look at this. Mr. Pink and Purple strutting his stuff very elegantly along Whitehall. I had a feeling it would be a bit of an interesting day just because I saw so many called jobbing, like press association and independent media journalists and photographers out. I knew something would be happening. There are a couple of different protests in central London today. None of them are supposed to hit this exact spot, but many times we've been in that situation and they've hit this exact spot. It really kind of depends on whether or not there are break-off groups or break-away groups, how large they are, and what their intentions are. So, horseguards, my darlings, we are here. And yes, it was kind of funny yesterday that I'm mentioning about, hey, maybe we'll see Radha, and then she's already here. Yeah, silly me. But, everybody, and this is the key, this is why I have all of you guys. Okay, because you do the splendid job of filling in the blanks. What I mean by that, well, when it's so busy that I don't want to take the phone out, i.e. like now, and when there are just too many people. So we have a trooper this end who I think, instinctively, even from this distance, I'm pretty sure he's on Zorba, and a trooper this end. Now we're at 20 past the hour, so I'll have to make a decision about which is the smart end. Instinctively, I'm thinking probably here. Everybody, we'll get at least one changeover and dismount in the yard in today's video. Hey, all right? Good. Busy so far? No? Up there is massive, peaceful sit-down protest opposite Downing Street by Sri Lankans, all sitting with legs crossed on the floor. Very nice thing to see, actually. Okay, so luckily, as you just heard, my friend, who's been here for, I guess, at least an hour, or since this morning, said it was not busy this morning. That's good for us. Why? Because we weren't here, so we didn't miss anything. That's why. Horsewise here. I mean, for all I know, it actually could be. In fact, I think it's rotten. You know what? I'm not even going to go there. Forget it. Over to you guys in the comments. Is it rotten? I mean, look at the single digit on the hoof number. I'm tempted to think it is, but you know what? I can't be certain. Anyway, so that's horsey number 1. We'll come back, and I am being careful as I step out into the road. So that's horsey number 1. Let's get ourselves around quick. So this end, and horsey number 2. I mean, easier said than done, folks. As you can see, look at all the people coming toward me. Yikes! Ah! My goodness. Okay, at least we managed to get pretty much right in front of the sign. There we are. That's better. And luckily, we're not directly in the sunshine here. Yeah, I'm going to call this as being Zorba because I'm 95% sure it is. If it's not, then I can't remember which horse has that extremely thick, very distinctive blaze. Let's hope that today we will get more people coming up than we got yesterday. The good thing is that this trooper was not on yesterday. Why is that good? Well, because we haven't seen him. He wasn't in yesterday's video, so we don't know how he was responding to, or how he will respond to people who are being a bit naughty. Now, hopefully, in a second, when we get a few people coming forward, because right now they're not, they're coming and standing back. Oh, lady. Trooper's looking at her feet. I think instinctively, based on what we saw yesterday, we will see and or hear the troopers telling people to move out of the box. But what I don't think we're going to see, in all honesty, and I'm being honest, guys, because that's the best way to run the channel, is very loud shouts. Okay, I won't say why I don't think we're going to be hearing very loud shouts, including when the Blues get back, but that's my take on it. And obviously we'll have more of an idea and further clarity today, if we're here tomorrow, and then the key, of course, being on Monday when the Blues and Royals return. Yeah, that's going to be the big deal. Now, the same Blues and Royals troopers that were here a few days ago will not, in their entirety, be returning. One interesting thing that I didn't point out, which I should have done in the video with the Blues the other day, in fact it was last Sunday's video, that contingent of Blues that came over for last weekend, i.e. that changed over on the Friday morning, and were here for all of Friday, all of Saturday and all of Sunday, was a very rare group indeed. I didn't know it at the time until I was having a chat with a couple of the guys, but it was rare because it was an all-male troop. Yeah, not just the guards that we saw in the boxes, etc., but everyone. The orderly, the guards that were inside when the colleagues were on the horses. And that's actually pretty rare, odd as it might sound. Okay, yes, there's a very, very small number of lady troopers in the Blues relative to the male troopers, less than 10%. But it's still very, very, very rare for there not to be one or two lady guards. And if we think back, guys, to the other videos that we made since the beginning of the year and last weekend, almost every single video you will see one or two lady troopers. But last weekend, there were none. I do feel a bit silly, actually, for not realising that. So thank you to the person that pointed out to me. Now, it's actually really, really, really warm here in the sunshine today. I'm thinking, I would happily be in short sleeves, folks, but I'm not. 15, 16 degrees right now. However, we are seeing the same as we saw yesterday. Tons of people, but almost everybody staying away from the horse. Yeah. I say almost everybody because there are a few brave souls. Signs are perfectly straight, as you can see. They did a great job. Respect to the orderly for that. I'm starting to think they're using measuring equipment actually to get the lack of precision precise, if that makes sense. That's a perfectly straight sign, isn't it? Now the thing is, are we going to get people coming out? The odd thing is, actually, a lot of people I can see are looking over my shoulder at the fact that I'm filming, and I'm wondering if they're worrying about the camera. Yep, so friend said that's it. In other words, don't get any further over the line. And the same to the gem. I'm surprised he can breathe his t-shirt so tight. Nope. He's like, no, I already had a picture with her 27 years ago on our wedding day. She's kind of left here waiting. It's like, is he going to come back? I think his mother-in-law just said, if you don't have a picture with her, I'm going to cut you out of my will. Fair enough. Okay, who's next? Yellow Hat Brigade going through the gate into the yard. Okay, so he's realised that his potential future inheritance is more important than swallowing some pride for a picture. Smart guy. See? Even he agreed with my comments. Who's next? This is a self-sacrifice. Oh. I like the ones that kind of look over their shoulder, like, is the horse going to bite me? How close am I in danger? Okay, his mother-in-law, she holds the purse strings. Remember, guys, 17 million US dollars is a lot of money. You know, I would actually pose for a picture with my ex-wife here for 17 million US dollars. I really would. Yep. Okay, she's in the box.
Get back from the white lights. Get back.
She obviously didn't quite understand what she was being told. Notice that the trooper said it, then he said it a little louder, and then we were on the borderline of speech and a shout, weren't we, for the third time. So that, ladies and gents, oddly enough, is pretty much going to be a classic example of what we're going to be seeing going forward. Yeah, what I mean by that? Politeness to start with. Yeah, I know, we've been here before. I know it's going to disappoint a lot of you. But I did in yesterday's video mention that things are about to be changing again, a little differently. Nothing major, but a little differently. Also, guys, I'm trying my hardest. Many of you have mentioned that little tapping sound sometimes, and you've mentioned, is it, you know, the gimbal or whatever. Guys, it's not, it's me. How is it me? Because yours truly has got this, look. Sorry if it's a bit. That is a Galaxy Ring, like like health ring, measures my steps and heart rate and all this kind of nonsense. And sometimes like this, look, listen. That is me tapping it on the pole without realising it. It's funny because I was wearing it all winter, but it was inside a glove, so obviously there was never any noise. But I would try my hardest to make sure it doesn't tap. Half the time the pole's in one hand, half in the other hand. But it is an annoying habit of mine, and I'll either get out of it or I'll put a little rubber band around the ring so it doesn't make any noise. So thanks for bringing it up, people, because I don't want to destroy my own content by making a tapping sound. As I've got somebody locked in my rucksack. Let me out. Etc, etc. Okay, I mean, that was an absolute textbook example of how to enforce the box. Flipping hell. Hold on, I need to hold the camera up super high. This guy is about 6'10", everybody, and I'm not exaggerating. Goodness gracious me, he's a giant. Hold on, I'm going to step back behind the bollard. I'm like shaking here. Wow. I actually do think he might well be the tallest horse we've ever seen here at Horseguards. Yeah, it's a shame he didn't stand in front of the sign, actually, because there would be no there would be no sign if he stood in front of it. Zorbs is like super chill. I think actually we might see Zorba put in a transfer to the King's Troop. What do you think, Zorba? Yeah? Nod your head if you prefer the King's Troop. He's giving us he or actually not. I can't even remember if Zorba's a mare. Oh my god. John sort it out. Yeah, I can't remember, guys. Sorry. I mean, surely Zorba's a mare because it's a very. In fact, I think it's the smallest horse in the lifeguards, no? Or certainly one of the smallest horses in the lifeguards. The light's good at this end, so I'm going to get hopefully a nice picture of Zorbs. Let's see. Absolutely loving the sunshine, Zorba. One of the most chill horses, in fact, guys, in the entire cav. We'll go to the other end of the net. What time is it? Yeah, we're actually halfway through the hour, so it'll be smart to split our time between both ends, especially if the other horse actually is Raden. But I'm glad we started here and got that brilliant example of how to make a tourist that doesn't understand English stand aside. So that's a good starting point. Okay, oop. Myself slowly out of here. Now luckily it's calmed down a little teeny weeny bit. And notice we didn't hear a sound at all from the group from Sri Lanka that are holding their vigil at the other end. Love that. Because you know what? If I were holding a vigil in Sri Lanka, I would be similarly peaceful and respectful. Now we can't get any closer for the moment, folks, because it's quite the line here, but we will squeeze in just a minute, I promise. And it's not actually that there are so many people here, because it's not actually the case that many are waiting. I can see a hole, folks. Not sure if I can fit in it, but we'll see. The horse is absolutely trying to stare us out. Look, 100% focused on what we're doing. Camera's up high because somebody was in front of me. Actually, you know what? For completeness, let's grab a picture of this end. And also, as I said before, I'm pretty sure it's wrong instinctively. Of course, he's standing very proud, to be fair. Wait, the court one? Oh, this, yeah, the Supreme Court were deciding, is a transgender woman a woman? And they decided no. Transgender woman is not a woman. A woman is a biologically born female. So like a big deal. Yeah, that court decision, probably the biggest court decision in 20 years. I would think.
Done the case from here.
Oh no, like Torres sues the king or something like that. Yeah.
So they said no.
Yeah, they said no. You know, you have to be born a woman, have the biological.
Can you find someone's biological father? Right?
No, we were discussing the court case that meant that he's got to use a different toilet starting from there.
No, I was going to ask you the question.
Yeah.
If I'm a free woman,
Yeah.
she can give birth?
No. I mean,
how can then become a woman?
wait, hold on. I don't specifically know the biological aspect, but I'm assuming that you can still be a surrogate. Is it not the case that a guy can even be a surrogate? I seem to remember that cases before where guys carried or given birth to I mean, it's not something I'm familiar with, but apparently anyone can give birth to.
But they have to install the thing. What's it called in your stomach and then.
So you have to have something implanted.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, mate! Unbelievable. But it's funny because a lot of people had champagne and stuff outside ready, and I thought that they were going to be,
Oh, they were thinking they're going to be put together with.
Yeah. There were a few sad faces.
I don't surprise.
Yeah.
The big news I read yesterday, I was shocked. Yeah, but basically, you can't have anyone singing, doing anything in Leicester Square and in circus. I was wondering why this.
What do you mean? Even buskers, for example, are not allowed to.
I was wondering why there's no one there. So I just googled, and apparently LBC sued buskers that they make too much noise, and then
Because LBC's headquarters are around the corner. It's where Capital Radio used to be.
But the thing is, this is a bit silly. They can move wherever they like. So buskers are.
But not only that, for example, what about when it's Chinese New Year, and even now is there not like the what do you call it, like the crucifixion reenactment happening in Trafalgar Square today? I think
That's because they allow that once. That's once in a year.
but a massive
event,
crowd,
isn't it?
even if it's only occasionally, it's still going to be super noisy.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
just about missed this guy.
What they've done is the judge said that this is basically it's driving people mad or something like that. Really like strong words up front. He said, I was thinking, what's this now? Now you go there, there's no one there.
Which, to be honest, is kind of sad because people go out to walk around Covent Garden, Trafalgar Square, Piccadilly Circus, especially at the weekends, to get a little bit of atmosphere. In the summer, in fact, even sometimes when I've been in Trafalgar Square late at night, people are just dancing.
Yeah, so a couple of days ago there was a big protest by all the buskers, and they're saying we've been doing this for like 30 years.
Yeah. I think it would be a bit of a shame, to be honest. I mean, it's great. I might start starting some videos there, but I stopped starting videos at that end because there would always be somebody playing music and it would kill it. But that end, I was saying to Amanda, that end's really interesting as well. There's about 200 people sitting peacefully on the ground opposite Downing Street, like a silent visual protest. Yeah, it's kind of a nice thing to see, actually. Did you get that? The guy in orange just got shouted at, but I think he was slightly off the camera.
I paused.
Okay, who's up next?
Yeah, basically, apparently it's driving people insane.
Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, actually, you were the guy that was next to when the guard shouted, yeah? Yeah. I didn't realise the guy in orange was standing right next to me. He did not look happy. Sorry, guys, if we didn't quite get that clearly. I didn't realise the camera had slightly miscentered itself. However, what we did get was the guard telling him to vacate the space around his horse. In other words, the box. That's what matters. Why? Consistency, people. Just like yesterday. Other end, we just heard it. Consistency. Beautiful, brilliant. This end, we just heard it and somewhat saw it.
Yeah, this is psychological torture because they keep playing the same songs again and again.
But to be honest, I mean, you know, people that were sent to Guantanamo were put in boxes playing the same song over and over. It probably is a bit of psychological torture, but as you say, they can move anywhere. They don't need to have their headquarters next to the busiest spot in London, do
The thing
they?
is, okay, they can say, okay, don't play the same song, like, okay, you're not allowed to play the same song twice a week or something like that.
No, but they kind of like a few songs that they sing along to and get to sing well. So I don't think they want to expand their repertoire. Okay, who's next? This lady coming over, folks. I'll move a teeny bit away from the other guys. Sorry, everybody. It's. Oh, you're done. Oh.
Yeah, I got all together today about 0 video.
About 0. It's quite embarrassing. That's quite good for a day. See you soon, yeah. You might have got 0 hours, but I guarantee he'll get the best video of the day every time. Though. There's always some little gem every time. Oh, hold on, what's this? Union flag scarf and beret in this heat. Crazy.
Was this protest was that here? The bikers thing?
Yeah, yesterday they were here like quietly, but then they moved along and got really loud at the other end. It's kind of a big deal actually, and I was talking to a couple of the guys before it started that used to be in the Blues and Royals.
Right.
And I won't say what they were saying on camera, but they just said they were disappointed in some of the things they've seen here recently. Not about the guards, but about the way tourists are being so rude. There's a video in today's Daily Mail, not from anyone's channel. Did you see it?
No.
I can't remember what it was. It was a kind of really interesting moment. Something happened in today's Daily Mail. I think a tourist shot the video and sold it to the newspaper. Wait, hold on, let me see if I can see it. I did think it was strange because I'd never seen it on anyone's channel before.
Last week it fell and then no one posted it. So it could be that.
That said, wait, that probably isn't recent if they're in winter order. Some Spanish tourist was like opening the umbrella and scared the horse. I don't think any of us shot that, did we? Yeah, I guess it's a quiet news day for them to put that on their front page, no, to be honest. Like national newspaper, old footage from the winter. Oh, here we go. Oops. Okay, so we got it eventually. Yeah, well,
you know, there's loads of people now who make AI videos about horseguards that is catching, like I've seen it in newspapers like in different parts
it's
of the
becoming
world.
a big problem, to be fair. I had to. There's a group of Vietnamese people in Vietnam that are stealing a lot of our videos and reposting them with flipping the video and using AI captions. When you copyright strike it, they appeal it and say it was fair use because we modified it. Yeah. So that's not going to be good going forward. Because this AI rubbish gets a lot of attention. But you pretty much post shorts anyway now, mostly.
Yeah, because my last game isn't getting that many views, so I just leave it for 3-4 days, then you get views. Because the thing is,
Again.
because I haven't done that much, so I have like hardly
Should we
anything.
really be talking about these things on a family-friendly channel?
So everyone else has like really good footage, so I've only got like nothing much. So then I have to wait because I'll come like let's say half an hour, an hour. So
It's true, actually, you're here the least, for sure.
So I have to wait a week to get something. And
It's funny though because I think, even talking to Manny, you were the first person ever to film it, weren't you?
Yes.
At the very beginning.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I noticed this, most of the channels that post quite a lot of shorts, the long form dies.
Yes, same thing happened kind of.
You know, even the very, 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 very big, and again, travel vloggers who are posting little shorts from their views are,
That's right,
you know, the smart people bought them bankrupt.
Yeah.
One long form a month, never a short.
That's right.
Oh, here we go. Get ready for.
get back.
Bro.
Get back. I'm sorry. Get that flag down now.
Bro, you're gonna scare the horse. Move back. Please, getting rid of him. Putting him on. Like, what? You've got to be completely and utterly mad, no? It was obvious that was going to happen. But he's saying he's sorry, but he's not actually moving back quick enough, is he? What a clown. Unbelievable. That could have really freaked the horse out. Could see it was going to happen as he was coming along. And it's all very well... Oh, I'm sorry. He did it on purpose. 100% he did that on purpose. Guard handled that really well, actually. And luckily, the horse was super chill. Good horsey. Wow. Really not a particularly nice thing to see, folks, in all honesty. Actually, you know what? I should have actually run forward before he got to the horse and said to him, stop. But then again, I don't want to be in 50 other videos, ideally. It would be a bit kind of... oops. A second, I'm going to get us back into the front where we were before. 1 second. There we are. Right, so we got a good number of incidences of people being told by this trooper to get out of the box. Point being, we've got enough from yesterday and now today across multiple guards to say that the lifeguards are massively more on it than they were a week ago. Massively. Oh, he can't be that scared of the horse. In fact, he's going to go to stand on Westminster Bridge for his picture in a minute, with the horse as a little speck in the distance. I have no idea whether we caught the guy with the flag, the horse having his little meltdown. I don't know what we caught at that moment. I was more concerned about people telling him to get out of the way. Everyone here was looking. Yeah. I told him, as you heard, but he wasn't listening. What a clown. The police were on it super fast, actually. That was a good thing to see as well. They were out here almost instantly. Gosh, just when you think it couldn't get any more unpredictably mad here, that happens. Actually, bizarrely enough, guys, I think we got some of the best get out of the boxes without me even actually focusing on the film, and they were just kind of happening while I was talking to my friend, who, as you heard, guys, was the first person ever to film the Kingsguard here around 6 years ago, if it matters. Oh, he's very well dressed for Christmas and winter in London. I wish I could walk around with that much clothing and not be a slithering, sweaty mess, but sadly, I couldn't do it. Okay, so what have we got here? Miss Ski Jacket on the left.
Don't go in the white box, come and stand here. You can walk round, you just can't go in the white box. Yeah, stand there, stop there, stand there. Okay, fine, next to them. Stay there, don't get any closer, alright? Yeah, just don't go in the white box.
Mate, you're literally the only person that even bothers to recognise as the boss. It's unbelievable, the tourists.
I can imagine.
Isn't it? I can imagine for the guard.
I know, it must be stressful as it is. So.
Massively so, yeah.
Do you want a photo, Isla? Just don't go in the white box, stand to the right side and I'll take a photo. Look there.
Oh,
Is he?
bucket hat, folks, here.
Stand
Interesting
with
outfit.
Isla, get a photo, I want
I think, to be honest, she might be the best dressed of the day, this one. Furry bucket hat in 15 degrees. Oof. In contrast to yesterday, actually, there's no one looking around in the yard. The yard is completely deserted. No one's even looking at the arches and stuff. Big respect to this gent. Notice he was very, very, very clear to his daughters that... Oh, this chap just saluted the trooper. Clear to his daughters that they must avoid stepping into the box. He saluted in a good way, though, like a respectful way, maybe ex-military. He definitely knew how to salute, unlike a lot of the clowns that come here and think it's some kind of a circus. Who's next? I mean, we've got a ton of people. Look at them all. Or people dressed as though it's a tango themed weekend. I'm just thinking, let's step back and I can see the clock. It's 10:02. Oh, hold on, we need to move because look at these two absolutely spectacular police horses. What's the name of the one on the right, everybody? Oh, this horse is going to get trampled. Let me see if I can ask. 1 second. Officer, what's the name of this one? What's the name? Blenheim. Oh, that's the one. Thank you so much. Blenheim. We have seen Blenheim before, actually. That's not a first. Beautiful horse. I mean, very unique, actually. Very unique looking horse. Blenheim. Right. Here we go. The second I turn the camera, somebody else has just been told to get out of the box. So, I mean, this trooper, to his credit, to say that he's on it is an understatement, is it not? He's like massively on it. So we're back a teeny bit, guys, for a minute, and I'll head to the other end before we go into the yard for the changeover. We don't need any more, what do you want to call it, proof, evidence, footage of what's happening at this end, because the trooper has smashed it, I think is the only way to describe his enforcement of the box. It's been as good as when the Blues were here last weekend. Okay, let's move along. Oh my goodness, look at it. Quite the squisharoo, everybody. I'm sort of not really able to walk, I'm just waiting for people to move past me, if that makes sense. It's the easiest way to actually get from A to B with this many people. Like, absolutely shocky-wocky. And tonight, quite a lot of people doing still photography today as well. Okay, now luckily most people that are already filming here are quite short, so we can go over their head. And we're not going to be at this end for very long anyway, so we've got it cleanly and clearly, which is good. Oh, sorry. Photographer almost smashed his camera on mine. His is a lot bigger than mine and a lot thicker as well. So in that sword fight, my camera would have lost.
But can you see that it's a woman, so you can become a cavalry?
Wait, the tour guide behind us just stopped, and I'm sure you heard that. He said, "Look, it's a woman. It's a woman. Can you see?" One small problem. It's not. It's a very good-looking young gent. I mean, the point you were trying to make is a valid one, nonetheless. There are lady guards, and it is something to aspire to if you're a young lady. But he just used this gent trooper. Oh God, here we go. What's this? Oh God, here we go. What's this, folks? We've got an anti-J.K. Rowling. Is there an organised protest today, guys, along Whitehall, or where is it going? Where are you going? Supreme Court or Parliament Square?
It's going past down St James Street.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
No problem. Have a good one.
Okay. I think we're going to see a lot more of that, everybody. In all honesty, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I'm assuming that's a pro-trans, anti-Supreme Court judgment protest march. I mean, I'm assuming. Fair enough. Oh, another lady told to get out of the box. Well, I mean, it's all happening here today, isn't it? Flipping hell. Marches, protests, flags, horses, guards, tourists. And get out of the boxes. Right, the second that trooper comes out and starts telling everybody to get themselves... Oh, trooper's looking. Are they? Nope. They're good as gold. Yeah, as soon as that trooper's out and starts telling everybody to vacate the front for the bollards, yours truly is going to the corner, the magic corner. Da, da, da. Oh, somebody's gone dressed up for her picture. You'd pity to get shouted at, wouldn't it, when you're taking the time to prepare yourself. As I've said many times before, everyone, my personal favourite shouts or get out of the boxes are always when it's a well-dressed and entitled tourist. We don't get too many of them, sadly. And that's probably due to the fact that over 10,000 millionaires have given up their non-dom status and left the UK in the last 12 months. Yep. That's a lot of millionaires. That's why, for the first time in the last decade, property prices, more importantly, rental prices, are slowly starting to fall. Hooray! Brilliant news for everyone, not least of all Londoners like moi. Most people have decided to head to places like Switzerland, Greece, Cyprus, Dubai. In other words, whichever location can offer a very competitive taxation level, or in the Swiss case, if you're rich enough and you can hire a local on the ground, you can negotiate directly with individual Swiss cantons to get a preferential tax rate, as well as possible residency leading to citizenship. How's about that? You know, good, eh? If you're super wealthy, sort of head into the regional office and say, look, I think you're moving my 200 million to Switzerland to invest in chocolate factories and snow machines. What sort of tax rate could you give me? I'll give you 25%. 25%. I want 2.5%. Okay, done. I'm sure it's that easy when you've got that much cash sloshing around. Then you arrive in Switzerland, convert most of it to gold, put it in a vault, and live off the interest. What a difficult life. What a very difficult life. Now, I was kind of hoping we might get more than, say, 1 or 2 tourists here. I was specifically hoping Mr. Banana over there would head over, because we do like brightly coloured tourist outfits, do we not? But sadly, he's too shy. Right, it's the time, guys. It's the time of the season. I mean, it's actually 4 minutes to, so... Oh wow, there's a hell of a lot of people arriving to join that protest. They say Parliament Square to St James's Street. That's going to be interesting, actually. Looking at the groups that are arriving, here's some more. That possibly was what I was reading about when it said there will be a protest in central London. Okay, so the trooper's coming out. I'm going to wait until he shouts at everybody, then I'm going to go into the yard.
Excuse me, guys, can I get everybody behind the black bollards, please?
Fantastic. How's about that? But he's also letting them know they can go in the yard. That's our cue, everybody, to dash into the yard. Would you believe the VIP corner is free? Look. Free of people, that is. I mean, it's also free in the sense you don't have to pay. So it's free. Okay. I think me holding a camera actually puts quite a lot of people off sometimes, because they kind of think, we can't stand over there because he's filming, which is not true. I mean, they can. However, the troopers and police also telling everybody that they have to get behind the line helps. But police have just said to these few, if you want to go in, you have to go over to this corner. So we're in a good spot again, folks, for the 2 new horses. Got a few minutes to wait, which I know is annoying, but hey. What is that in the centre of the yard, on the ground? I have absolutely no idea what that is. If that's something that's been left there by the horse, then wow, they must have had a massive dinner last night. I think it's a small piece of a tree trunk, no? Or branch. Super odd. Right, how long have we got? 2 minutes. Yeah, the video I was referring to, guys, that appeared in the national press this morning, definitely a quiet news day. None of us know who shot it. Probably think it might have been a tourist or that. The newspaper just lifted it from somebody's social media. I mean, there it is, look, you can see it. Moment Spanish tourist goads kingsguard. Blah, blah, blah. Not particularly interesting, really. But it's old because you can see it's a lifeguard in winter order. I can't see from the video whether or not it's the new boards with the pictogram or not. In other words, it could be months old, it could be years old. Righty-ho. And the other good thing, people, is that probably by this time next week, if not way before then, we'll hit that fabled 95k on the channel. So final 5k countdown. Okay, the officer's got it. What is it? Oh, it's a bit of a... It's a log, I think. No? Yeah, it's like a thick piece of branch. Actually, it's a really heavy piece of branch. You just dropped it. Like that clunky noise. Because it did kind of really stick out. I'm like, what is that? That thing laying on the ground there reminded me of that spy rock. Remember, in about a decade ago or so, I remember there was a story in the media about someone, a British spy or somebody, having planted a rock with a camera in it in Red Square, or I don't know, something like that. Like that's a sort of spy rock story. Some of you might remember it. That's exactly what that little trunk made me think of, because it was super out of place there. Very, very chill, to be honest. This is probably one of the most chill, non-pushy, shovey, awkward, way too many people Saturday guard changes we've ever seen. Look, perfect line of people, and almost everybody can see because it's not 6 or 7 deep. Perfect. So we get to see it all up nice and close. Bing bong. Righty-ho, and off we go, folks. Which 2 troopers are up next? Bear in mind, we've got just under 30 minutes left of this video. Bing bong. Okay, lady troop. Oh, 2 more that we haven't yet seen, or that we didn't see yesterday and haven't yet seen, obviously, today. Far trooper, lady trooper, near trooper, gent trooper. And I believe Marie is the Irish corporal of Lance Corporal of Horse. I think it is. If so, he's got a super powerful voice. If it isn't, my apologies to the NCO. Soon find out when we get those commands in a moment. The thing is, so many of the troopers and NCOs now have extensive facial hair or beards. It's not the no, it's not the Irish NCO, folks. I like the Irish NCO because he's got a great voice. Okay. Oh, in fact, so is he. Wow. Pretty impressive stuff, eh? Oh, this horse is off into the crowd. Look at that. Gosh, that was faster than expected. I can't walk along and follow the horse to the box, folks, because there are other people filming. It wouldn't be fair to stand in front of them. See? But we got it close enough. Perfectly reasonable. I will be going to this end in front of us with this gent trooper in all likelihood for the rest of today's video. I know the lady trooper is not a huge fan of being filmed, and yes, it might be my right to do so, but I do think it's fair to be respectful of her wishes. In as much as I can, anyway. Okay, so Zorbs is first through the gate, and I still got no idea if it's Ra than the second one, but let's assume it is. If not, pop it in the comments, please, people, which horse it is. Oh. Wow. Smasheroo. Wow. Bonk. Oh, Zorbs is like, no, I want to stay. We're a teeny bit zoomed in, guys, but luckily enough we're perfectly zoomed in to capture the horses and everything else. And back out again. Right, I'm off. Let's go and grab ourselves a decent spot before this massive crowd that have formed in the tunnel surge through the front gates. Actually, it is a pretty dense crowd going all the way back into the tunnel. Yikes. Okay, so we're out of the yard and back to the front, everybody. Yes, we are. Why? Why not? I'm just looking at how many people are here and where I can possibly stand. I think I'm going to move myself respectfully backward. I'd actually prefer folks to be on the other side, on the... oh, there we go. Straight away, this lady was told behind the white line, please. A young lady in the sweatshirt. Oh my good lord. It's Pat here, another one. Second one, behind the white line. Didn't take long, did it? Told you he'd be on it. What I'm going to do is get ourselves to the other side, people, because here is way too chocker, I tell you. Like, way too chocker. So I'll see if I can move around a little bit. But I mean, the second we come out to the front, 2 people told to, well, sling their hook. And by the time these 500 people get out the front here, you can just imagine what it's going to be like, eh? Oh yeah, I can already imagine. It hasn't even happened yet. There's a gent that's who's down on his knees in front of us. Look, a teeny bit in the box, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. I don't think the guard will say anything because he's not doing it intentionally. Now, speaking of course, I mean that depends. Am I under arrest?
No. You did a city walk.
That's yeah. To my shame.
For years.
Really?
And I've come over my birthday maybe this weekend.
No, you're not. What?
Yes, and what you have really showed me what I used to wonder why they're red and blue, John. And you told me they're lifeguards and the Blues and Royals.
Yeah.
And I've come over especially to see.
I can't believe.
Please,
Happy birthday!
If I get over there, please
birthday.
take me on that YouTube.
I mean,
What a apology.
it would be my pleasure for you to be in today's video.
Please.
I can't believe that you're 80. I mean,
Yes,
if somebody had said that,
I'm
I
from
would have
Northern
been
Ireland.
65.
Yeah.
That's not an Irish. I thought you were from
Northern
where?
Ireland, yeah. My wife and family are here.
Yeah?
I said, so don't you? I said I have to go and see this.
No, guys,
Yeah, I get
the
it.
whole family. Come on, surely.
Yeah.
You know, if you can be in today's video together on your birthday, it's a once in a lifetime chance to do that.
John, well, it's lovely to meet you.
No, but I'm not going to move. I'm staying here. Oh, there you go.
This is John.
Hey guys. I'm just. What's your name?
Roy.
That's
That's Christine.
Roy.
That's my 2 grandsons.
Hey, guys.
Sorry. I watch it. Sorry.
As it's his birthday, you've got to be together with him.
I love him shouting at them, John. I hear you say, I'm not going to get into the box now, but
This one will definitely tell you to get out pretty quick if he does. So yeah, Roy, careful. I'm a bit worried. Is he going to try? Is he going to get shouted at on purpose? Oh no, don't, please.
Dad, no.
1 second. Let's wait for them to move out the way. There we go.
This is what he's wanted.
Hey, perfect timing, eh, guys? Oh. Okay, that was not intentional, guys. I did not incite that, and they didn't intend to do it either. Good stuff, guys. Oh goodness. Had to be you, didn't it?
He wanted me to do that.
that's made my day. And thank you very much.
Hey, happy birthday. and
Thank you very
for
much.
stopping to
Appreciate
say
it.
hi.
No, watch it all the time.
What a gent you are.
Well, when will be on it? So
This one, probably actually in about, let me think, 2 to 3 hours from now. I'll definitely try my best to get out.
No, don't worry. I'll see it. Thank you very much.
Your
That's
wife
a
getting shouted at.
pleasure.
What a classic. You take care, right?
Yes, thank you.
Thanks a lot. Pleasure. Wow. Thank you a lot to Roy and his family. That was not, guys, you saw that. That was not intentional. His lovely wife did not mean to get shouted at by the guard. But it's his 85th birthday. I mean, what a brilliant memento of their day here at Horse Guards. What an absolute gent, eh? Wow. Lovely guy. So this guard is super on it, as I was hoping he would be. I wasn't hoping his family would get in trouble, but it was kind of timely, and it was beautifully innocent as well. What a wonderful thing to see, everybody, eh? That, in all honesty, folks, is a very good example. They don't happen very often, but that's a very good example of exactly why I take a lot of pleasure and pride in running this channel. Brilliant moment. Who's up next, and are they going to get shouted at? To be honest, I don't remember ever in the past year a lifeguard weekend where more people have been told to move or get out of the box by the lifeguards. You know, if I didn't recognise these troopers, I wonder if they were undercover blues in lifeguard uniforms. I honestly would. And the thing is that the more we see it, this gent's just on the line, the more we see it, in other words, solid enforcement, the more that will breed and lead into more solid enforcement. If that kind of enforcement becomes the norm, everyone benefits. The tourists, the troopers, and more importantly, the horses. This guy's in the box, but... Oh, there we go. You're too close.
You knew that was going to happen, didn't you?
I know, I was waiting.
You were waiting for it, I thought so.
Ready? One.
Love it. Okay, so that's a new one actually for the guards vocabulary. You're too close. I don't think we've heard that one before. We've heard oi, get out of the box, get behind the white line, move back. I mean, multiple variants, to be honest. Probably should make a list of them at some point. But I don't recall recently, you're too close. Now, annoyingly, I missed the best dressed tourist. And the reason that she was best dressed is she had a 100% genuine rainbow or Technicolor rainbow coat. This bunch just walked straight in front of the horse. Yeah, kind of like a Technicolor raincoat she had on, but we missed it, unfortunately, guys. Never mind. We got something far, far better. I cannot believe that Roy's 85. Oh my good lord! If I look like that when I'm 85, folks, I will be over the moon. In fact, if I look and I'm that sprightly at 85, I'll still be making vlogs here for all of you, I hope. No idea which horse we're looking at. I bet now you're going to say John, it's Raden. I was just wondering if you can have a nibble of the leaves on her jumper. Yeah, I've honestly got no idea, but this horse is one of the biggies.
No, my pleasure.
Who's on buckinghampalace?
It's been so long since I was there, I honestly couldn't tell you.
Anyway.
But wait, you're in London tomorrow as well?
No, I'll be back here for 2000.
But what I mean, are you in Central London tomorrow? Or?
Yes, I'm staying with Hounslow, what do you call it, Premier Inn.
Reason I mention
Tuesday.
you know, there's a new guard training marching band ceremony in Paris decided a few weeks ago. Sunday doesn't have a normal guard change anymore, has a marching band.
I reckon easy though.
Is that what it is?
Okay,
I'll definitely change it tomorrow. Pleasure was mine.
Good night.
Thank you. Cheerio.
Wow, what a gent, eh, folks? Absolutely love people like that. So thoughtful and so sincere. Amazing. Oh, hold on, whoa, guys, stop the press. That's Q10. That has got to be that noise, that snort. Plus now he's looking at us. It's Q10. I'm 90% certain it's Q10. I will try to get us on the other side of them and get a clear hoof number. But if that's not Q10, then I might as well stop what I'm doing right now. Very, very distinctive, as I mentioned it before, like kind of a lion or a tiger's growl. Could it really be the case that Easter weekend we've got Q10 here on duty in the box? This is a horse we haven't seen in, I'm trying to think, a year possibly? Maybe even longer. I'm trying to keep my voice down, that's it actually, so that no one else can hear me. Because he, Mr. 10, is magnificent. And we haven't got, ever, wait, let me try and move a teeny bit. Some super clear pictures of Q10 either on the channel. Oh, more motorcyclist coming along. What's this? It's Rolling Thunder Day 2. Let's see if we can get some really, really clear pictures of Q10. What an absolute beauty this horse is. Okay. Someone's kidding a picture away. I need to delete that. Gone. I mean, it's not a bad picture. There. Wait. Whoa! Flipping hell. What the hell? I don't even know what that was. A motorcycle or something? Oh my goodness me. The horse almost... Guys, I'm not going to lie. I actually just hit myself. What the flip? I was busy looking at the other phone. The picture I took on the other phone. The horse basically just ran into the camera. It can't be that desperate to be pictured today, surely. What the flip? We've seen this giant horse having meltdowns before, guys. He's got an absolute mind of his own. The trooper's actually smiling. He's like, come on then, bring it on, big boy. The trooper's actually smiling because he knows that he's the boss. What the flip? Oh, the chain has come loose as well. I have no idea where that goes. Let's say the trooper's going to help. You see that, guys? The trooper's actually like smiling in the sense that bring it on. You know, if you want to misbehave with me, I'll show you who's the boss. Pretty impressive, no? The trooper. He was smiling when the horse was kicking off. I'm like, what? Okay, corporal of horse, lance corporal of horse. Moving ourselves back a teeny bit, guys. Wow, I was not expecting that at all, to be quite honest. Shocking, absolutely shocking. What a flipping day. Yeah, absolutely. Even the photographer here is taking pictures, like, that's crazy. Whoa, I can't wait to see what that looks like when we get a little look at Horsey coming into the camera later on. That was mad. I've got no doubt which horse it is now, guys, after watching that just happen. I'm sure they're going to take him off. Flipping tour buses coming along here beeping. People on motorbikes. The horse is doing a flipping 360-degree turn. Look at this. I'm getting massive deja vu here. We've already had this before with Q10. He absolutely does not mess about. Look at that. He's off. Yeah, he's off. Taking him back in again. You would not believe it, would you? Extraordinary. Really extraordinary thing to see. Let's hope these tourists decide to move out of the way before the horse gets... Oh, they're taking him back round. I was convinced they were going to take him off. Okay, so back in the box. Let's see. What do we think, guys? Is it going to last? Actually, let me stand back. I don't want to get in the way of the lance corporal of horse doing his work. We'll stand here next to the gate. That way I can run away quickly if something goes wrong. Let's hope he settles down. I mean, I'm thinking back actually to the last time we saw Q10. I think that was like a massive Q10 meltdown video. Whoa. Look at that. Now he's completely chill. He's like, what are you talking about? It wasn't me. I didn't have a meltdown. Don't you dare put me on your channel as a meltdown video. I'm a good boy. What do you think, guys? Is he going to make it to the end? Problem is, we might now have to have a super long video just to know. Wait. It's 1:15. I think in all likelihood we'll finish off Q10's entire shift. Likely with a small addendum, just because we so incredibly rarely see this horse here that it would be bad if I didn't include his entire shift. Well. Wow. That was crazy. Anyway, so that's the other horse, guys. As I mentioned before, Lady Trooper, other horse. Quite busy here, etc. But Q10, that's a different thing entirely. Plus, we still need to be sure. I mean, if it's not Q10, then I don't know which horse it is. We still need to be 100% certain, though. And the only way we're going to be 100% certain is by me getting the hoof number, which is what I'm going to try and do now. And then I will look at the list if I can find a quiet spot. Right now it's packed here. Whoops, 1 second. Okay, I'm just waiting to squeeze us in a teeny bit, guys. 1 minute. There we go, that's better. Okay, so we've got a different perspective now from the other side. across the box, and I'm delighted to tell you that my instincts about which horse we're looking at were correct. Let's see if I can get us a couple of really good pictures of this truly magnificent horse. I think actually, guys, you can tell the way that he's posing. Look, I think I just got some of the best ever, I'm not joking, best ever Q10 pictures I've taken. Really elegant this one is, and so flipping massive. Incredible. Yeah, I'm going to avoid mentioning it anymore now because there are people nearby, and I prefer that other people don't know which horse this is, at least for the moment. How quickly though he settled himself back down after that little meltdown there. He was just off. This lady tourist doesn't get scared by the horse. Wow, I was not expecting Saturday to be like this. This actually, to be honest, guys, might even be better than last week's video with the Blues and Royals, which I would never ever have believed would be possible. But what a selection of troopers, and what a horse. So now you know, everybody. Everyone that was worried about Ormond, he was back last week. Everybody that was stressing out about Arnie, Radham, she was back yesterday, and possibly today. And everybody that was stressing out massively about Q10, to be honest, including myself, actually, guys, because it's been an incredibly long time since we saw this horse. I will look up in my videos the last time and put a little note in the comments about how long it's been. Instinctively, I think it might well have been as long ago as last September. Actually, what am I talking about? If it were more than a year ago, it would have been last spring. I don't believe it's been that long actually thinking about it, but we'll know. I'll have a look. Oh, we've got some army guy here. Look, he was dressed like he's an army guy. Interesting. Plus we've got some lady dressed in a kind of like a yellowy costume. I'll turn it a teeny bit. Look here. Interesting. Ta-da! Now the thing is, as it's been so long since we've seen him here in the box, it's not really surprising he's a bit skittish. Now, where has he been in all this time? I don't know, folks. Windsor, Hyde Park, Melton Mowbray, maybe all three. She's in the box. Uh-oh. To be honest, she's 50-50. Now she's in the box. Is he going to tell her to not be in the box? I can't tell. I can't squeeze both tourists in at the same time. London, England. I think because she was on this corner with one foot in the box and one foot out of the box, Trooper gave her a pass. That, plus, to be honest, if you're going to get dressed up in some kind of greeny yellow outfit, maybe you deserve a pass for the effort. Get out of jail free card. You know what? Things happen for a reason, guys, and the fact that I restarted, she's in the box. Oops. This Trooper's like really on it, isn't he? He's the equivalent of the Oi Trooper in the Blues and Royals. Oi. I personally don't think there's a better way to deal with tourists than oi, you know. It's a universally understood word. Everyone is well aware of the fact that it means, hey, I'm talking to you. And more importantly, it really draws the attention fast. See, look, even he's smiling. Come on, do your little lion's growl, roar thing, whatever. Yeah, I was saying, sorry guys, it's a good thing that I actually restarted the video this morning. Because it would have already finished and we wouldn't have caught any of Q10 here. But this video I'm going to end shortly and possibly, I'm still undecided, possibly shoot an addendum, because this could be the last time we see Q10 again for a year. Then again, he might be here tomorrow. No idea. The lottery aspect of which horse we occasionally might or might not get is extraordinary. This guy's in the box as well. Just. No, he's not. Oh, we can just about fit the tourist head on the horse. Oh, the girl's doing silly faces this side. Who's up next? Group shot. Ta-da! We can't quite get the horse in. Just about got the horse. And the group shot, just. In fact, even though Q10's going back himself into the stables now. Army man's gone over to the guard shop. It looked like he was going to walk into the archway. I'm not sure if you can see him there. Q10 looks really small when he goes back into the box. But we know he's not. In fact, he looks as small as Zorba when he backs up like that into the box, doesn't he? Oh, that's it. Yeah, it's just some flash photography right in his face, scare him a little bit more. Smart. Oh, he's back. He's like a giant worm crawling out of his lair. Oh. This US tourist on the left is asking him, how old is the horse? How many years? Oh, bless. I'm not going to move from here, guys, because we've got a good spot. Otherwise, I would go and talk to her because she looks lovely. And she did ask politely. But to be honest, I think given how skittish Q10 is, the guard not only focusing on the horse, but also making sure people don't get too close to the horse is definitely the right priority, isn't it? Let's be honest. This guy's got beers and all kinds of stuff. Some very unusual people here today. This guy's got like a salmon woolly hat. It's 15 degrees. I honestly don't understand some people's sartorial choices. I'm very curious. Got our last few tourists coming up, guys. Everybody is obviously massively enamoured by this giant horse. I'm just trying to think. The blues version, really, of Q10 is what, Tabor? Now that's a horse we haven't seen in flipping ages. Oh, hold on. Oh, this guy's got a full face of makeup. He's obviously popping down to join the protest at Parliament Square. We might possibly get a video of that when I finish, everybody. I'm still debating, but we're into the last probably 1, 2, 3 tourists in this video. What an absolute stonker of a video it's been today, eh? If I do say so myself. I think we got it all, to be honest. Got a few more tourists waiting to go over to the horse behind. They will, in all likelihood, be our last few today. And it's kind of thinning a teeny bit here, so I'm still not sure about whether or not... Oh, there we go again. Whether or not to go with the Q10 addendum. I think I'll switch the camera back on and see what happens. Because at the end of the day, it's all going to depend on if people will come along, tourists that is. If they do, fantastic. If they don't, there's no point in me just filming Q10 for the sake of it. But these will be our last two. Miss Lululemon on the right hand side, at least in this part of the video. Bearing in mind we've also got the extra footage from this morning's vigil. This dude is our last tourist, everybody, unless Mr. Green on my right goes forward. And it's a wrap. What a flipping amazing Saturday, everybody. Back soon, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.